Hey, good afternoon. This is To The Moon 671 representing New Kids on the Blockchain. So, making a quick video just based on the amount of requests that I got in regards to trying to get some of these DeFi assets, like DeFi projects like XMeta. That's kind of like a new token that just came out under the XRP ledger. So like this video is going to be dedicated just for accessing DeFi using the XRP ledger. And then maybe coming up with some little strategies how to do it, and then also to kind of like going over some projects that currently are not on the centralized exchanges but are developing in decentralized finance underneath the ledger, where you can actually access these other tokens that are not currently in sale on centralized exchanges like Coinbase, Bitrue, or these other exchanges that are mainstream like KuCoin, Crypto.com. But these projects that are currently being developed under the XRPL or Avalanche or other blockchains that are currently not easy to get on centralized exchanges, there are pretty strong possibilities in the future that the project might get so big to a point where the centralized exchanges will be begging to list these projects, right? So they can gain some revenue based on the token sales, and also it's going to expand the ecosystem out more. So more of the retailers out there that are able to access the tokens in the centralized exchanges can access, the blockchain products that, these projects are offering now and into the future. So the first thing you got to do is basically download your XUMM wallet. And to download your XUMM wallet, you're going to have to go into Apple Store or Google Play. You go in there, you find XUMM, you type in XUMM, you search it, you find it. You click on it, and then once you get it to download, you just bring up the app, and then once you get through the app, right, there's other YouTube videos out there. I've noticed multiple. I've seen it before. That kind of go step by step on actually how to set up your XUMM account. So once you actually set up your XUMM account, your account is not fully activated because you're going to require 10 XRP to deposit into that account for it to, for you to use all the functionalities that the application can provide you. So even though you create your account, if you don't have any XRP in there, minimum of 10, you won't be able to do anything else with that account, right? So you still have to move XRP in there. So like, for example, if you had to move, like say you bought $20 worth of XRP, you moved it out from an exchange into your XUMM wallet, you're going to have probably like 9 point something XRP, right? Because you're going to have your transaction fees that you're going to have to pay for, which is very small compared to Ethereum. And you're going to have to deposit 10 XRP to activate that wallet, right? But then that 10 XRP is going to be held in that wallet until you, say, delete the wallet in the future, and then you can allocate those 10 XRP that you use to activate it and move it to a separate account of your choice, right? They're going to move it out back to your account of your choice, depending if you want to delete that account in XUMM, which I wouldn't think that you would want to delete that account in XUMM. But if you do ever want to delete that account in XUMM, your 10 XRP is being stored in that specific account wallet, okay? So just kind of heads up on that. Once you get the XUMM wallet downloaded and you are good to go with it, you still have to deposit XRP, right? So where do you get your XRP from, right? So you have some choices to purchase XRP. You can get an Uphold. Uphold's another American exchange, but then the thing about Uphold is that once you create your account, you go in there, you set up your bank account, and you buy your XRP. You're gonna have like what is called a waiting period, right? So the waiting period is gonna be just to make sure everything like checks out. Uphold will hold your crypto asset up to 30 to 35 days, depending how long their process is for that specific token. Now you can move it out maybe earlier depending on Uphold stating to you that, hey, your funds are good, your crypto is good, that you can actually transfer it. There is a possibility they may lower the wait time for that, so it kind of just like heads up on that, but it's normally 30 to 35 days if you use Uphold to purchase your XRP and move your XRP from Uphold to your XUMM wallet. So another avenue that I'm going to talk about to actually get like other XRPL tokens that are not listed in centralized exchanges, you can use Sologenic. It's a DeFi exchange, decentralized finance exchange, running off the XRP ledger, using the XRP technology for the fast transactions, low cost, and all that kind of stuff. Because for me, dealing with crypto, I've noticed that if you use Ethereum, you definitely have like these very expensive gas fees that you have to pay for. So like if you want to do a transaction say of a monetary value of $100, right? Depending on the GUI, which is the gas transaction, prices for Ethereum, depending on the ranges of the days and the times, right? So normally on the weekend, it's a lot cheaper to do transactions with Ethereum. But like on the weekdays, traffic might be very heavy. So like say if you wanted to, transact something that's worth $100, you might be looking at gas fees that you're paying with Ethereum, like around $30, right? So like for $100, you're paying fees $30. So technically, your buying power now is $70, right? Because you have to pay all the fees, right, in Ethereum. So just kind of heads up on that. And that's the reason why like a lot of new retailers, a lot of old retailers that's been in the crypto space is looking for alternative crypto assets that can minimize the gas fees, because like people want to transact a lot more, and then on top of that the speeds of the transaction and the movement of the token. So Sologenic is definitely one of those platforms that provides all aspect of low cost, speed, interoperability between different blockchains, and on top of that, it supports the XRP ledger and all its other mainstream native tokens that are in development right now that are not easily obtainable in decentralized or centralized finance or centralized exchanges, right? So Sologenic, and we go into Coinbase. So another strat that I had is that if you already have a Coinbase account, you want to get some X meta, right? So probably the best way to do it, just kind of like not financial advice. This is the way I do it based on using the technology. For my benefits is that you can go into Coinbase if you already have an account, buy this token called Stellar. It's an XRPL, not an XRPL token, but it's a Stellar token, kind of like built off, almost like the XRP ledger, XRP token. It has kind of like the same functionalities. It's fast, interoperable, and low cost transaction fees. It's still sellable. It's still purchasable on Coinbase, so you can just go in Coinbase, get like however much of Stellar you want to buy, and then you can get that Stellar from your Coinbase account and move it over to a account. Like you can move it over to Uphold, where you can change, do a trade from your XLM to USDC, which is a stable coin, and then you can use it to purchase XRP. Or you could actually take your Stellar and move your Stellar from Coinbase into Bitrue, and then once you move into Bitrue, then you can do a swap from XLM to XRP because they have a trading pair in Bitrue. Once you get your XRP, you can move your XRP out of Bitrue immediately and then roll it right into your XUMM wallet, right? So that's where you can actually do a lot of your functionalities in XUMM. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna set up the mirror sync for my phone, so at least I can show you kind of quickly how to navigate through all this stuff, right? So just kind of like bear with me. I'm just gonna set up right now. I'm almost done mirroring it. So once I get it mirrored to the computer, I can actually start walking you through some stuff on this so like you guys understand what's going on with it. So once I get into my phone, right, I'm mirroring it right now. When I say Bitrue, Bitrue looks like this, right? So basically you're gonna go from your Coinbase exchange and then you can go into Bitrue. So it's pretty easy once you actually get your Bitrue account set up. I just wanna say like, hey, here's like the main page on the application. Right here, you're gonna see a deposit button right here, right? So you're gonna click on the deposit button, and when you click on the deposit button, you're gonna have a coin type. And then when you have your coin type, you're gonna type in your XRP, right? So you're gonna type in XRP, and you can go in here and then deposit your XRP in this account, or you can deposit, your XLM, which we talked about earlier, because you need to do a swap. So you want to take your XLM from Coinbase into Bitrue. And then from there, you go in here and then you deposit your XLM, right? So when you deposit your XLM, you pick your network and then you're going to have your address, right? So your Bitrue account is going to generate an address for you and a memo code. So you'll see a memo code up here and you're going to see an address down here. So when you get your XLM on Coinbase and you do a transfer to Bitrue, you're gonna see a block on your Coinbase account where it says like, hey, put the address that you're sending it to, and then you'll see a memo, right, or a tag. Okay, this is very important. If you don't put this memo code in that tag spot or memo spot in your your Coinbase wallet, and you just put your blockchain address for Stellar, you don't put this in and you send it, because you can, I'll warn you, it'll say like, hey, are you sure you want to send this without a tag number or a memo number? And if you click yes and you send it to Bitrue from your Coinbase account, good luck trying to retrieve that, because you're gonna have to work with Bitrue to maybe get that lost XLM in their network, because you forgot to put the memo code in. So it's very important that you do that. So once you actually get your Stellar, you copy it, you copy this address, or use it to scan your barcode, your QR code, and then you put this memo in, right? And you send it. You're gonna have your Stellar show up immediately, like maybe in a minute or 60 seconds from the time you send it from your Coinbase account into Bitrue. You'll see it immediately in here. And then once you get into here, you'll see an XLM XRP trading pair, right? So you have to go out and then go over here to your search bar and then click on XLM, and then it'll bring up all the trading pairs, right? So you want the XLM XRP trading pair. So once you click on that, you can buy your XRP using the XLM, right? Because you have the XRP XLM trading pair. So you want to sell it because you have the XLM, you want to sell it to XRP. So you would click on the sell button, and then over here it'll show you like how many XLM that you have. So if you move like say 100 XLM from Coinbase to Bitrue, it'll show how much XLM you have over here. And then you want to sell, right? You want to sell your XLM. So for XRP, so you would put like say 100, and this is how much XRP that you'll get back, and this is how much the USDT, which is $26 based on how much 34 XRP costs, and how much XLM costs right now based on like what you're trying to trade with. And then you just sell your XLM for XRP. Once you sell your XLM for XRP, then you're gonna have XRP. Okay, and it's the same process like with actual taking in XLM. If you go here back to your home, and then once you get back into home, you can withdraw, right? And then you just put XRP up here, click on your XRP, use the XRP network, and then from here you're gonna have what is called your withdraw screen, right? So just make sure the information is correct, your XRP, where you're sending it to, right? So like you'll just copy your XUMM wallet address, and then you would put it in here. Now, the XUMM account does not require a tag, okay? So I just want to make sure you understand that. So if you're sending it from Bitrue to your XUMM account, it doesn't require a tag, but if you're sending it from your XUMM account or any type account to a centralized exchange, majority of the time they require a tag, right? So if you're going to your self-custody wallet, which is XUMM, you don't need a tag here. So just kind of heads up on that. You don't have to be searching for a tag. You just don't need a tag. If you're moving from Bitrue XRP to your XUMM account, you don't need a tag. So heads up on that. You will have a minimum withdrawal of 22 XRP. So you have to have at least 22 XRP to withdraw it. And the fee is so small that you won't be able to see it. So you won't really tell like how much how much fees that you really paid, because it's super sub-cents, right? So that's what's the beauty about XRP, is that like the fees are so low when you move assets around using the ledger. Okay, so once you're done with that, you're gonna have other screens after this, right? It's gonna have additional security, like i.e. what's your PIN number, what's your verification code they sent you via email, and then also too, if you set up your authenticator process, like if you use Google, Microsoft as an authenticator app for your centralized exchange account, you're gonna have to put that code in depending on what your authenticator app is generating into your actual Bitrue account prior to you pushing the withdraw button, right? So the cool thing about it that you have like 3 key factors before the exchange is gonna let go of your assets to wherever like whatever entity is trying to like remove it. So like say if a hacker got into your Bitrue account for some reason, They still need your email. They still need your two authenticator app, right? They'll still need um, um, your PIN number that you already generated for your thing, right? So it's a lot of things that they need, and plus if they input it wrong like 3 times, automatically BitChute is going to seize your account and then inform you that, hey, there was a suspicious activity in your account, and that's the reason why we froze it. And then you're gonna have to contact support and let them know that, hey, I'm that person, the real person that's trying to access the account. So at least like if unauthorized people are trying to access the account, they have to go through like multiple security checks to actually get the monetary value of your asset out of your account to other accounts. So just kind of heads up on that. It's pretty safe. I've been using it for a while now, so BitChute is pretty solid platform to get your XRP and then move your XRP wherever you need to go. Okay, so that's basically how the wallets work, right? So pretty easy. I'm gonna close this window now. Close the window now. I'm not synced up. And then so once you actually get your XRP in the XUMM account, you have to set up what is called a Trustline. So your XUMM account will have to set up a Trustline. So for XMeta, if you actually go into your XMeta webpage here in Twitter, you type in XMeta Trustline, you find December 10th date, right? They actually have a pretty quick jump from this. All you have to do is click on this, then it brings up what is called a XRP XUMM community webpage. And then in here, you can actually set your trust line, right? So over here, you're going to verify your trust line address. So you're going to go back to XMeta and then just double check and make sure that, hey, this is the actual trust line that they're using, right? So I always go off the 4 front and 4 back. So Romeo 3 X-ray Whiskey, 1 Whiskey Charlie Bravo, and we go to our webpage, Romeo 3 X-ray Whiskey, and then 1 Whiskey Charlie Bravo. Okay, so XMeta, everything is good to go. You can log in with XUMM. You have to just click on that. Once you click on that, it brings up a QR code, right? So once you go into your XUMM wallet, after you already put in the activation amount of 10 XRP in there, and you have some XRP to do some trades, so you can actually get this XMeta token. You just go click on your XUMM wallet, and then there's going to be a button in the bottom, and you click on that. It's going to bring up your camera, and once you bring up your camera, you basically just scan that QR code. Once you scan the QR code, you're going to have a prompt on your phone to accept the transaction. You accept the transaction, you logged on successfully, and then once you log on successfully, you close that up, and then you can set up your Trust wallet with this, right? But if you click this web page on your phone, so if you use Twitter, got on Twitter, you clicked on your XRP Ledger Services, you clicked on this, it's going to automatically bring that information up on a web browser on your phone, and then it's automatically going to, attach to your XUMM wallet, but then you're going to have to confirm the transactions in there. But I already showed you that when you confirm your transactions, make you double check the XRPL address, the token currency code, and just double check that, make sure everything checks out. And then once everything's checked out on that, just accept it on XUMM. Once you accept it on XUMM, everything is all set up. And then now you can actually trade within the actual decentralized exchange in XUMM. So once you set that up and you have your XRP now in XUMM, everything is good to go. You created your trust line for XMeta. I'm going to sync up my phone one more time and show you how that looks inside XUMM. Hold on, guys. I'm just bear with me real quick. I'm trying to get this up and running. Once it's up and running, it's mirrored to the screen. I can continue kind of like showing you what's going on with the XUMM account and how you can actually get your your XMeta in XUMM. Okay, so we're in here now. We're good. I'm on here. Going to XUMM, my wallet, right? We're gonna break it up into XUMM. So now when you're in XUMM, you're just like a little button down here. You click on that. You want to use your DX trade, right? So you click on that, and once you click on the DX trade, now if you set your trust line correctly, up here you can change your token information. So you want to do a pair, right? So you want to go click on Let me do that again. Click on here. It's going to bring up this. You click on this. It's going to bring up that. And then now you do a search for X Meta. So you find a search for X Meta. You click on that. You pull up, you click on the address. You close this bar. And then now you have an X Meta XRP trade, right? So in here you can trade. So now you can actually buy X Meta tokens in here using your XRP by trading. So easiest thing to do here is like, you know, you have your market, click on that. Once you bring your market, set it up to limit. And then the limit here, these are the two values, right? The sellers and these are the buyers. So this buyer here wants to buy 144,000 tokens. This seller right here wants to sell 34,000 tokens, right? So if you want to buy, you know, at this price, or you want to set a price up, you would do set limit, and then say you want it to, you know, buy it cheaper, like you want to buy 0.018, right, per token, and then how much X Meta you want. Say like you want to buy like, you know, 50 of those tokens or whatever, or 100 of those tokens, right? It's going to show you like how much XRP is going to cost for 100 X Meta tokens based on the price action that's going on in the decentralized exchange within your XUMM application on your phone, right? Once you buy it, you just have to do transaction. You know, you just push buy X Meta. So if you want to buy it, you buy it, create an offer, you can close that. But then you can just click on this, right? So like click on that. I want to offer for 100 X Meta tokens, and then say if I want to buy for 1.93 XRP, I would click on buy. Oh, close. Huh. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm gonna quit that real quick and go in here, DX trade. Pick the pairs, X Meta, click on that, close the pairs up, verify that my pairs are good to go. I want to buy X Meta, so I want to click on that. I want to click on limits, or you could just go to market because they're kind of close together, and then say I want to buy 100 X Meta, and it's going to cost me 2 XRP. Click on that, and then it'll bring up your transaction. Right, you want to send 2 XRP for 100 X Meta tokens. Down here, you're gonna have your XRP transaction fee. Look at that, how so small it is, very low. And if you're done, all you have to do is swipe to accept. And once you swipe to accept, then you can look into your wallet and verify your X Meta tokens are in XUMM. So just kind of heads up on that. And that's how it's being utilized. I'm gonna close out of this application right now. And that's how you buy your X Meta using your XUMM account and establishing your trust lines. So there's other tokens in here that, you know, like a lot of people are chasing after, you know, like especially if you're into like the meme tokens like Doge, Shiba Inu and stuff like that, right? Like there's so much other different tokens that currently are being generated and projects being built on the XRP ledger. So I'm not sure if you guys already played with Shiba Inu. I know it's one of those popular coins that just came out like earlier last year, and then, you know, the price action on that was significantly a lot, the ROI on that. And I'm not sure if you guys were able to move it around or you guys were able to transact with it. But since it's an ERC type token, you know, transaction fees are pretty heavy. But you'll notice that when you actually move that stuff between your wallets and then, you know, you cashed out or whatever case, you know, whatever you guys did with your Shiba Inu. But definitely if you guys maneuvered it around, you would like notice those gas fees. But then, you know, XRPL is coming up with their own native tokens and their own side projects, right? I know it looks like they're trying to mimic other tokens that originally came out. But then at the same time, what they're trying to do is promote the speed, scalability, and interoperability between the new XRPL tokens. Yeah, this is basically kind of like just showing you like, hey, there's other substitutes from like Ethereum-based tokens, right? So like another token that you can actually get into is XR Doge, right? So they have their project going on right now. You can research that, do your own research on that. I'm not trying to promote these projects. I'm just letting you know that they're around, right? Some people don't even know that there's XR Doge around. Another project that came out too is XR Shiba. So it's built on the XRP ledger using XRP's technology. There's another project that I really like, right? It's called Xtoads. Definitely kind of like, working on these guys right now and going through their whitelist and their roadmap up to the finalization of their actual blockchain platform, right? So this is one I'm really into. I can see like the potential coming out of Xtoads. So just kind of like heads up on that. I'm not trying to shield it to you guys, but I just let you know that hey, this is something that I'm into. So you can look into like their roadmaps, and you can look at like some other things that you can read on and do your research on this token, or this NFT type token, right? So just kind of heads up on that. But if you have any questions, or just hit me up. You guys can message me on Facebook. If you guys know who I am, you can hit me up on Twitter. If you don't know my Twitter handle, take a look at it. I put that on my last video I posted like a couple hours ago, and that's about it, guys, man. Like, so if you have any questions about like XUMM, or how to like get like different types of tokens out there, I definitely can help out with that. Just kind of hit me up. It doesn't matter if like if you want to play in the XRP blockchain, XLM blockchain, Avalanche blockchain, right? Solana blockchain. I did Solana like earlier this year. I was really into the DeFi products that Solana had to offer, so I was like working that DeFi network for at least like a good 2 months with Solana, and it was pretty fun. Definitely now new XRPL DeFi products are coming out. Songbird DeFi products are coming out, right? Avalanche DeFi products coming out. Definitely, I got like a pretty solid like foundation on like how to access a lot of this stuff. So if you guys need to, like you see something in the future that, oh my God, like someone's talking about something, but I don't know how to get it, I don't know how to do it, right? Just hit me up, man. That's what I'm here for, right? I'm just kind of sharing my knowledge, help you guys out, and kind of get you guys into like the space a lot smoother, a lot easier, based on my experience. And like if you already know who I am, man, I'm a straight shooter, bro. Like I ain't trying to fucking scam you guys or anything like that, man. I'm just here to help you guys out, right? Because I can just keep this knowledge to myself and do what I gotta do, or it's just me kind of helping the community out, and then on top of that, my friends out, on anybody else out there that's kind of like gets interested in crypto. So that's about it, guys, man. Have a good afternoon. Have a beautiful Sunday, like I said again. And like I always say, man, God bless you guys, and you guys have a happy, beautiful New Year. And just keep pushing forward, man. I know it's pretty crazy out there right now. I know, like with the drama, with the politics of America, coronavirus and all that kind of stuff, man. Just keep your head on the swivel, bro. Keep your head like positive, right? Let's move forward. Keep your family safe. And, if you have any questions about crypto, like definitely hit me up, hit my channel up, and we'll move forward from there, man. Appreciate it, guys. Peace out. To the moon 671. Lates.